Well, we're live.
Tuesdays are for scrambled eggs and a side of creamy mushrooms and a long black. Good morning from the 808 Breakfast Banter. Woo, woo. Good morning, team. Happy Tuesday. Coming live at you at 8:08 a.m. Join the banter session. We're here. We're present.
We are,
How are
we
you,
are,
my
we
bro?
are. Yeah, good. We had a good morning so far, and what have we? Not much really has changed in the last day, apart from the announcement that happened yesterday, which was
Yes.
where the new levels or the new restrictions and about what about which we are allowed to do or not allowed to do. So that
Yeah.
comes into effect on Friday, and I have no idea what that means for us just yet. So, so all I know is that I know that tangis and weddings and funerals services can go up to 100 people, and church services go up to 100 people, which is
Yeah.
awesome. Which I think is what was needed for a lot. I know faith is really strong in a lot of people, and some people needed
Yeah.
that and needed to be with people. So that's really cool that that's allowed to happen. What does that mean
Me.
for gyms? I don't know just yet because I haven't examined the full nature of that. That there wasn't any clarity around gyms and fitness stuff on that. I think there'll be probably more stuff come out over the next 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
I anticipate what that will mean is that we can increase the capacity inside the classes. And my
That's
understanding is
me.
now, is that it's now not really centered around social distancing. It is more centered around contact tracing. So
Yeah.
it's we can get a little bit closer as long as we can keep the hygiene kind of levels and just be vigilant, and then we
Yeah.
can. So as a result, we can increase the class sizes. That'll probably
Yeah.
mean, at the top of my head, that there will be a change to the schedule from next week. But I will
Yeah.
probably talk to my brain's trust
Yeah.
after this, and
Yeah.
going to come up with a scenario about and war game it a little bit, and we'll probably bring it out to the community as well
Yeah.
about what is is this what we want to do? This is the idea. Do you guys agree with it? If not, where would you make the changes? Kind of like how
Yeah.
we've always done our business, which has been 100% community focused. So every decision we've made has been a
Yeah.
result of everyone. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's mean. And I think also shout out to everyone that's still being vigilant and, still being cautious and stuff. Um, I think as a community, as we still stay strong and stay aware of what we need to do and don't like take advantage of it, we definitely won't be taking any steps back. I'm just stoked that means we get to have more people in the class.
Mm,
More band
yeah,
sessions, more catch ups, excited. And again, shout out to everyone that was
yeah,
patient in the time
yeah,
to waiting for us to increase.
yeah.
Yeah,
It'll
stoked now, stoked.
it'll also mean that like some of the classes like talk will be uncapped. So
Yeah,
things like Zoo and Talk, they'll be uncapped, and we will increase the cap levels for Sculpt, lunchtime, evening lift, and morning lift classes probably to 15, just off the top of my head,
epic.
and we'll be able to go back on the rig. So we'll be able to get
Yeah,
more people back on the rig. Will the squares stay? I
yeah,
am uncertain yet. Probably not.
yeah.
We'll probably get rid of the
Okay.
squares. However,
Yeah,
for our next handball comp, those squares will be making a comeback because we need
yeah.
those squares.
Mean.
So,
That's all I'm worried
so
about.
yeah, that's all. But I think I can increase the capacity to 16 or 18 squares though if we were to do it.
Oh yeah, mean. That's mean as. Oh
Yeah.
well, that's
So
some good news for everyone for this morning.
yeah, 100%.
Um, and stoked on the increase on numbers and stuff. What will happen to bars and stuff? Are they still making people sit down?
No dancing. Still no dancing. So you're not allowed to dance at a bar. But you can go and drink and you can, have fun. And I think you can probably do a bit of cunny at your table that you're at, but
Yeah, but
you
not
can't
no
go,
more than that.
you can't go on the D floor, man, and shake your stuff and try and score someone. You can't do that.
Oh God, I'm sure they figured out other ways to do that.
What?
Well,
Hey,
anyways, that's an update. What?
what was your pickup line? Did you have a pickup line when you used to go to bars, or did you ever move? You
Nah,
must have
my
had a
pickup
move.
line.
Bullshit.
Oh, everyone knows. Like I like have like a dancing smile. Like I have like I don't know if anyone has ever noticed, but I know that I have like a dancing smile. And when I've got that smile on, you know it's smooth. But if I was to go pick up line, I don't think like, the thing is that most guys would think that I would be checking them out, but I'd be checking their girlfriend out. So my pickup line would be something along the lines of, do you want me to satisfy your woman, or like something random like that, something just to be cheeky.
Did any guy
probably something?
Did any guy ever take you up on that?
Nah.
Like, hey, yeah, I want you to.
Nah, none of them took me up on it. I think they were more like embarrassed because I was like, bro, you got game. I'd ask them straight, you got game. I bet you don't. But yeah, that's probably mine. What was yours?
I didn't. I was that guy that used to wait for the opposite sex to come, like, for girls to come to me first, because I was so fucking shy. Like, I was so bad. Like, I was so bad that, and I guess I was the one that would get probably like a little bit of anxiety around when you go to bars and you put so much pressure because everyone's scoring and you're like the only dickhead that doesn't have a girlfriend or something, and you're like, I've got to, and you I think back now and I'm like cringe. I was like, man, I must look like a stalker, like walking around the dance floor, seeing a girl and then trying to dance to them, and then they don't like it. So you go out and you walk around again, see someone else, and then you kind of, it's like this flower petal like assault on the dance floor until you found some poor lady that would kind of give you half a second, and then you basically tried to wear them down so that they would at least give you their number or you go home with them. So loaded hog.
That's what I mean. I'm just guys, just like, that's just not even smooth.
Bars I used to always frequent when I was young was the Fat Lady's Arms in Palmerston North, and they used to have a cage above the dance floor where you would climb up and you would dance in this cage. You could go up there. Like, fuck. It's so cringe. But we'd go up there.
I'm not gonna lie, wherever there was podiums or a stage, I'd jump on.
Yeah. And then where else did I go? A loaded hog in Palmy. I would go to the Grand in Wellington. I'd go to
stomping grounds, bro?
Yeah. Three. Red Eye in Wellington was another popular one I'd always go to.
Mate,
man,
Glow
it was
Bar
like,
in Auckland City was always the go-to when I'd come back. The thing is, when I moved to Aussie, I didn't. Christy picked up Louise there.
Oi. And this is how she would have done it, right? So she would have been there with a beer, right? So I'll get a beer. So this is her beer. So she's got a beer. She's like, because Christy sits there and she holds it by the neck, like old school. And she would have just seen Louise and just gone. And he would have been straight on in. That's where Louise would have been. 100%. So yeah, I can imagine. I don't know if it was a Fat Lady's Arms like. I wonder if the Fat Lady's Arms were like other ones. If it was like the same, or
was it a franchise?
Well, I don't know if it's a franchise, but I think you can buy the rights to the name. It was messed up, but Fat Lady's Arms was rangy as hell. It was a place where you'd pick up like purple goannas and purple goannas and and all of that real RTD shit that you did. Gross.
I could imagine you in your parachute pants and popped up collar.
No. Oh, yep. But then I also had my corduroy pants.
Oh, leveled up. What was Louise wearing, Kirsty?
Corduroy pants with Timberland boots.
Oh, stop!
With the laces out. With the laces out.
Oh, stop! Oh, that's great. The old corduroys, eh? They're making a comeback, those are.
Are they? Man, I gotta give you a set.
Yeah, you definitely do. We might have to hit Fee up for some Timberlands for you.
Oh yeah, I had this way, and I remember getting them in Melbourne. When I was in Melbourne, I got them at a store, and I thought I was the freshest dickhead out, but I wasn't. But I thought I was the man. It was
far out.
Oh man, it was like embarrassing. It's like
just the days of like picking up. Oh,
and it was like bad. Like I had some terrible. So I remember. So you haven't met my cousin Helena yet, have you?
No.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So Okay, so I just left the army. I just got my superannuation payout, right? So I got like, a lot of money in my
You were
account.
cashed up.
And I was cashed up, and I was like, I rang up the boys. I think I got like on a Thursday morning. I looked at my bank account. It was like 60,000. I'm like, whoa. So I messaged them. I said, boys, we're going up Friday night. Come round to the house. It's all on me.
We're on. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I thought I was Puff Daddy. And so all the boys turned up. I had all this, all the beers and the spirits and everything, and we got loaded up. And anyway, I spoke to my cousin, and she was like, her and her partner Evan they'd been trying to set me up for quite a while, and it didn't work, and they were like, man, what's going on? And I said, why don't you come out with me? I'll pay for everything. Come out with me and let me know. Anyway, we had a hell of a night. It was a 4-figure night plus. It was massive. It was like,
yeah,
I was buying like 16 lots of Long Island iced teas, and just like, that was nuts. Anyway, I don't remember a lot of I don't remember a lot of the night, but at about 10:30, I woke up, and several of the boys were staying over at home, and I was like, let's go out for brekkie. So I went out for brekkie, and I was like, man, I don't have my credit card. But I got my AirPods card, but I didn't have my credit card. And then I remembered I gave it to Helena to use, so so she could buy drinks and do whatever. So she rang me later on the day. She goes, I know why you're single. And I was like, what do you mean? She goes, because you're a fucking idiot. And I was like, what do you mean? You dance by yourself in the club. So when everyone's dancing, you're dancing at the mirror, doing your thing. And when people come up to you, you just turn away and you just dance by yourself because you are so fucking drunk that you don't know what you're doing. And then at the end of the night, you're literally the only guy on the dance floor. No one else is there. It's like 5 a.m. And I was like, I don't remember anything after midnight. She goes, no, you were so bad. You were so bad. She goes, you're an embarrassment. And after that, I was like, well, I had to sort my stuff out because I didn't realize I was that bad, but I was apparently that bad. So yeah, there you
good
go.
on you for having a good cousin like that telling you straight, eh? Not putting you down at all, just telling you how shit you were.
Well, let's put it this way. I'm giving you the PG rated. There's a lot of F-bombs going down in the actual conversation.
Oh, that is so good.
And when you're really hungover and you are trying to like get your life together for that day, the last thing you need is your cousin screeching down the phone how much of a douchebag you were. But it was warranted.
Especially in that hangover state, eh? That hangover state would have been like, oh, was I really an idiot? Oh, that's me all the time. I've been Lucy's given me a couple of those calls and was like, you were play-ups last night. And I'm like, was I? Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and you're kind of like, I didn't, surely I didn't do that. And you're like, yeah, no. And I've had some nights, I've had some like just dumb nights. I actually remember when I left the army, that New Year's, I went down to my mate Bevan's house in Taupo. So my mate Shane said, bro, I'm going down to Taupo, let's do a roadie. This is like New Year's Eve. Like the best trips are the ones that aren't planned. And so we got up like at Sparrow's Fart in Whangarei, and we did like a roadie down to Taupo and got down there and started drinking, I know, like 4 p.m. And we started like getting on the rads. All his Taupo mates turned up, and they're all like motocross riders. So they're all pretty like rough dudes. And anyway, I don't remember a lot of that night, but I woke up and my nose is kind of slightly bent and I got a big fat lip. And I was like, I checked my hand. I don't have any marks on my hand. Anyway, long story short, this guy was going around and being a bit of a douchebag. So me and Bevan bailed him up and tried to put him in a car. And as I put him into the car to send him home, he straight on foot stopped. No, he straight on foot stopped me, and I got a big like 11.5 foot right on my face and like snapped me back. And then apparently, so I got this like big mark, and I don't remember any of that. And then I decided it would be a good idea to serve everyone butt naked. So apparently, for half an hour, I was walking around. I forget that. I was walking around, no shit, butt naked, but bringing drinks to girls and guys, and they thought it was the funniest thing. It was this marriage because they're all white. There's Māori guys walking around butt naked, with my ding-a-lang hanging out in the whole 9 yards. It's like, ooh, check me out.
Oh, those work stories, the army work stories, bro.
It was
You're
so bad.
getting
Like,
this. Oh, even the foot stomp. I hope you weren't naked when you got the foot to the
no,
face.
no. Apparently, this was like quite early
Oh,
on in the
okay, that
night.
would have been
Yeah,
worse.
so yeah. But I probably got concussions from that, which gave me the idea that this would be a good idea to walk around naked in front of people I have not met.
Oh, geez.
There you go. Fuck,
Freaking, you are on form.
That's an embarrassing story for you, Tuesday.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know what's worse, the cuzzy telling you that you can't score, why the reason why you can't score, or serving people butt naked. Damn.
And I was not known as the guy that would do. I didn't have a thing before thinking that was a good idea. Like in the army, a lot of guys get. I was really shocked that guys would get naked and drink piss. I didn't know that there was a thing, but that apparently that was a thing that was happening, and it was not uncommon to do nude ups and stuff. Like it became kind of part of the lexicon of what we did. But
yeah, just get naked.
Just get butt naked.
Oh, wow.
And to this day, I have not done that ever again. Just saying. So
let's not pray for that one. Let's not wish for that one.
At the next comp, when we have our piss up, that is not happening.
No, that is definitely not happening.
No.
Oh God.
No.
Good Tuesday morning bants and story time for you. Bloody hell.
There you go.
Getting us revved up, bro. Anyways, let's roll into our day 7 of albums, the top 10 albums that have influenced us. I wrote down before, so we'll recap. So day 1, the bro had Cypress Hill, I had Michael Jackson. Day 2, the bro had Marvin Gaye, I had Destiny's Child. Then the bro had Beastie Boys and I had Sublime. We've got some good range of music in here. Then day 4, we had Jedi Mind Tricks and Wu-Tang for a hip hop collab. And then for day 5, we had Fear Factory.
Yep.
Is that it?
Yeah, Fear Factory.
And Missy Elliott. And for day 6, we had Jurassic 5 and Nelly. So for day 7, I'm hitting you, and we've already talked about it on last week or the week before. But today for day 7, I've got Fugees No Score album. Yeah, bro.
Ripper of an album.
Ripper of an album. I was just listening to Killing Me Softly, and just like having that, when she starts singing it softly, and then before the beat drops, you know, when that beat drops, that first beat, you're like, oh, and then it just all comes in. It's so yeah, mine for today is Fugees No Score.
You know what I loved about that album was the real crazy, you know, like when they go to the Chinese restaurant and they're like, I want some fried rice, you want to fight me? And the little Chinese guy wants to go, and I used to crack up at that because I was like, that is such a cool little skit that they used to do, and I was like, and it's very kind of like quasi Wu-Tang, right, with the Chinese based influence, and but I just thought that album is light years ahead of its time, and it would definitely still shit on 90% of hip hop albums that are coming out. That's how good it is.
I agree. I totally agree on how it holds itself. It holds itself like it's and amongst anything. I think it can hold. Yeah, exactly.
It's super relevant.
One of the things is because I just Googled it. I'm not going to act like I know, but "Killing Me Softly" is a cover song. So that was a cover from 1971. So for them to revamp that, man. Like, because when you listen to the original, it's kind of the same, but not as good. But then when you hear the Fugees version, and like the Fugees version is the most searched, so that's saying something, isn't it?
Is Killing Me Softly, is that from the James Bond movie?
Well, I don't know. It might be. I haven't seen any James Bond movies, but I knew that it was a cover. I just didn't know who sang it. But it was a cover from 1971 by a fella called Perry Como.
Oh, wow. There you go. Look, dropping knowledge bombs.
An old white fella too. Yeah, Google helped me this morning.
Good.
Yeah. But yeah, who have you got for day 7, brother?
All right, man. So I have got my first, how would I put this? My first proper concert that I went to was at the Town Hall 1994. And it was an artist that I didn't know much about. I'd heard a little bit about them, but I was like, I don't know too much about them. What are they? And they are White Zombie, Astro Creep 2000. That is the band,
Nice.
and that is the album. And that stuff like with Supercharge, Heaven, Electric Head, More Human Than Human, all these really crazy electronic heavy metal overtures. It was pretty gnarly. Loudest concert to this day that I've ever been to. It just about blew my eardrum.
Are they, what nationality are they?
No, they're American. They're American, but they look like they're from Mars. They got long dreads, and you know, and I had a real crush on the bassist. She was just like, she had white dreadlocks, and she was like hot, and she played the bass, and I thought that she was amazing, and you know, she was pretty crazy.
Yeah. Someone just coming in. White Zombie, he said, yeah. Carly, do you know who they are?
Oh, hang on. Just give me a second.
Yeah, no, all good. Touching on the Fugees. That's my pick for today. What's your favorite Fugees song? Hit it in the comments. If you don't know who Fugees is, Faith, if you don't know who Fugees is, YouTube that shit right now. You need to get amongst that and educate yourself. Definitely an album, like I just said, that you would keep, that can hold itself up against with new age music or even old school. That's going to be like the classics when I hit about 40 or 50. That's in about 10 years. But yeah. White Zombie though, so I'm going to do my research on that. What's a good song I can search for White Zombie, Carly? Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be something to listen to today. But what have you got for today for your day 7? The bros got White Zombie, is it called?
Yeah, Astro Creep 2000.
Astro, is that the song you want me to search today?
No, no, More Human Than Human.
More Human Than Human. Oh.
Yeah, More Human Than Human.
Sounds good.
And it's like basically the first time that you really hear, you know, like electronic music, like synthesizers and stuff, mixed with just like real heavy riffs. And you know, Rob Zombie, who is the lead singer and the dude behind White Zombie, has got like such a unique voice. It's pretty epic. Yeah. Thunder Kiss 65 is another one. Damn, Christy.
Okay.
Right, you're throwing up some game on that one.
I'll definitely have a jam today. That's gangster. We honestly got a good little playlist just from the 6 days that we've been putting out albums. Yeah. Not gonna lie, like I've been listening to, I've gone back every day that we've mentioned an album, and I've gone and listened to 1 or 2 songs, but then it's on the rotation of my playlists automatically, or it'll come up with similar artists. Gangster. Yeah, well, I love refreshing the music, like especially I don't know who I was saying this to, but when you hear the song, it's almost like the memory from that time. So like yours, for example, was today was your 1994, and you went to the loudest concert in Auckland Town Hall. Like all the flood of memories would have come back listening to one of those songs. Same as me, like all the memories of where I was in that moment, what I was doing, and how I related that song to myself. That's me. Yeah. Love it.
Well, that was an R21 gig as well. I was 14.
Were you?
Yeah, I was 14, and it was an R21, because back then it was 21 to drink, or 20 or 21, I can't remember. But it was a adults only gig, and and to this day I still don't know how I got in. I think I just pretended that I was older, and those guys back in the day didn't really give a shit. So I was just
they're like, just get in.
And I was like right at the very top, right? So you got like at the floor, and then you got like the mezzanine, but then there's another level up higher, which is like freaking miles away. And I was up there probably with about 80 other people all jamming out. And like you got to imagine, right? So I'm 14 years old. I've got like my old like ripped Zeal jeans is what I had on. I had Zeal jeans. Shit, I remember this. So I had the Zeal jeans. I had Puma State shoes, Zeal jeans, which were dark blue, they were baggy. And I had a Dead Kennedys Too Drunk to Fuck t-shirt. And I had long ass hair.
14-year-old Abe.
14-year-old Abe. I must have been 5 foot nothing. and I was probably about 5'5". I wasn't that tall back then, and I maybe weighed 55 kilos, maybe. I joined the army.
Wow.
I joined the army at 65 kilos or 66.
So this is before you're going into your prime. That's epic
man.
that you're going to concerts at a young age. That's gangster.
Yeah.
It's mean as. Yeah. What are your thoughts on songs that are remade? Like just going off what we were just listening to, like Killing Me Softly, right? And it's a remake. But what are your thoughts on songs? I'm trying to think of another one that's been remade. Like old school songs that someone revamped up.
Like there's I think if you can
there's some people that have
if you can make the song, because a lot of the songs back in the day lyrically are really strong and they have some sort of meaning to it. If you can keep that meaning lyrically, but you put your version of it, so like this is an old song, but I heard a heavy metal cover of Justin Timberlake's Cry Me a River. I played a lot at the gym.
Right. Yeah.
But they had a heavy metal influence in it, but they didn't lose what it was about, which is, losing a partner and blah 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 blah.
The story of the song.
Yeah. So if you can keep the story and not, you don't Tekashi 6ix9ine the crap out of it, you should be all right.
Yeah. I mean, Drax Project, New Zealand's own, that Drax Project band, they've done a few covers and they're irate. Their Cry Me a River cover's really good. Yeah. I've got them all on my playlist. What was the other one that they do? Pony. They do Pony.
Yeah. White Lines? No.
They don't do that one. It's a common one.
Yeah. They do a couple. I could probably bring it up now.
No, but I've got you in my space. That one. I want them.
Hang on,
or was that them? I don't know.
I'll bring it up. Drax.
Yeah, I rate a good cover, and that's something that I'm into as well. Triple J, or Triple J the artist comes in and then they'll do a cover of a song that they want to do a cover on, and if you go on there, like the Childish Gambino one he does Tamia Officially Missing You, and Officially Missing You, that song is like an old school R&B song, and he levels it up. So one of my things that I jam is covers. I love a good cover.
So their covers one is they've got Wildfire.
Yeah.
And they've got a Missy Elliott one, Sock It To Me.
Yes, that one's a good one too.
Latch.
Yeah, that's the one I was just singing.
Yeah.
That's a Sam Smith one. Yeah. And just like a bunch of I like any muso that can do a cover, and if they can give it justice, anyone that ruins an old school song, that I couldn't imagine anyone doing a Killing Me Softly cover. Yeah, I think it is, bub. The Tupac Changes is a remake. Yeah.
Did you know that Tupac? So prior to him signing with Death Row Records and going up with what's his name?
The
real bad guy, like being in that. Yeah. He was actually a really highly politically motivated hip hop artist who did songs that were so charged and way ahead of its time lyrically that, but not many people know, because they just know California Love. Yeah. And like those types of hardcore songs. But before that, he had some nuts. He was like,
before the alcohol and the hose and the woman, and before he got into that, he was definitely really onto it, eh?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Killing Me Softly, big 70s. Did you know that, Mum, or did you just Google that? Pull up the bumper. I don't know who that is.
Big hit for Grace Jones. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. We'll have a look at it today.
Oh, Michelle jumping on the bench, eh? Check you out, lady. Nah. Anyways, we got the 6th birthday coming up, bro. What do you want to see? What do you want from everyone?
So I've had some ideas come through already, which has been awesome. The Olympics seems to be the one that people have been wanting to flow a little bit more with different ideas. But what I am struggling with though is identifying how we're going to do the workout, like with Olympic style. Because I think if we want to do the Olympics, we want to keep a theme of, you got heats and then you got semifinals and finals, but
right.
I don't want to do it so that like you just come in for one workout, but you can't do the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. Like we would do maybe like a plate and a bowl final, and so you get at least 3 or 4 sort of sections, but I just don't know what to do with it yet. So I need some ideas. I'm thinking the theme will be the Olympics. That's what I'm thinking about at the moment. And so that when you come in as whatever team that you're a part of, you've got to be dressed maybe in that nation's flag, or like the color of their flag. So if you're Swiss, you're going to be red and white, and if you're Kenyan, you're going to be black, red, white, green, and I think purple. I think or red. So yes, that'll happen. But I haven't got an idea of. I need some guidance on what you guys think would be the best way to make a big workout around the Olympics. So where we kind of celebrate that sort of stuff and kind of keep that same theme. So there you go. That's where I'm at the moment. So if you guys got some ideas,
what workouts? So we just need to figure out the logistics. You could probably do the workout easily, but is it just how you plan it out in terms of when you like the first workout, the semifinals or finals or whatever?
Yeah, there's got to be a really big structure around it, right? So that, because when you think about these sort of things, you got to think about the experience that everyone's going to go through. So you want everyone to have a really amazing experience, so that they think, oh man, that was amazing. So that's one thing that I think about. The other is I got to think about the mechanics of it, how to brief it, and make sure that it's simple and easy for everyone to understand, and that it caters for all levels. So I've got to be able to understand that. I've got to look at it visually, how will it look? Because if we film it, then I want to be able to film it so that in a way that if we were to film
when you watch it, it's epic.
But you actually understand what's going on, not like it's a bit all over the place and looks a bit crazy and there's people over there and there's people over here. We want to try and get that really on point. Yeah. And then lastly is that it's not super equipment intensive, so we don't have bars and wall balls and boxes, because we just don't have the space. We could put all the gear out there, but then it's really hard for spectators to come and watch. It's really hard for us to get around and to make sure that the standards are met. So we want to try.
What if we do like a beach flags elimination? We could do it something along those lines. When you not beach flags itself, but once you get to, it's a drop off.
Yeah.
You know what they did at the CrossFit? There's all 40 teams, and then only 35 can go to the next round. And only however many teams we get, that'll be pretty banger. That could be a good way.
Yeah, my only thing about that is that if the event is say
drop out
2 hours or 3 hours long, and you only last the first event and you're out in the first half an hour, then you're hanging around for 2.5 hours. Yes, you support everyone, but you want people to get an experience of doing something.
Fair enough.
So I'm thinking like a marathon effort.
Oh,
that's what I've got in my head.
Love a good long one, eh?
Yeah, so like a marathon, but like the 808 marathon. That's what I've got in my head. So,
everyone send your ideas to the bro. We'll all come together as a community. I'm excited for this Olympic theme. Even add in some pub crawl, and you could even add in some questions to be part of instead of the actual event. Instead of a workout, one of them could be general knowledge.
What we could do is that we could do so you did the workout in the morning, right? So the birthday workout, and then that afternoon, evening, we do a pub crawl.
You say pub crawl? Who? You, me, us, all of us. That's us.
As long as it fits within the realms of 100 people, we should be all right. Either that, or we just deck out the gym here in the afternoon, and it gets all done here.
Yeah, I'm sure we could organize something. We've got enough party animal organizers in the community as well. Good point, Chuck. Could do points based somehow, so all teams do all the workouts and winners that could be a goodie. And see, even random question ones, that'd be good too.
Yeah. Auntie Mo could MC it.
Plenty, yeah. That'd be bang on. Could live stream the whole thing.
Could live stream it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, send the ideas to the bro, and we'll definitely brainstorm on it and keep talking about it as the week gets closer. But quote of the day, I've already picked for you guys. It's a good number too, old 69. It's a good number. So coming at you for Tuesday, quote of the day: common sense is instinct, and enough of it is genius.
Wow, that's a good one.
That is a good one, right? Use your use your common sense, because then it'll turn you into a genius. That's my take on it. Uncle Sean's just inviting everyone over for party at his. Not bad.
Can he invite everyone at his party?
I'm pretty sure we could make it work.
Well, I mean, Levi.
He's got a whole outdoor living. I'm sure anything. We could make a pub crawl to people's houses. Imagine going from Uncle Sean's house to Autumn's house to who else is it? Liv's house to and each place. Oh, even to the Clark's houses. We could
that's
make them the pubs.
That's not a bad idea. Is that we pick 5 houses, right? 5 or 6 houses that we pub crawl to, and that the first
they've got a different theme.
Yeah, it's got a different theme, and then you spend an hour, and then you go to the next house, and then obviously the people at that house are getting set up, and then we turn up there, and then the people whose house we just at can come with us, and then we can kind of go, and that's not a bad idea.
Not bad at all.
Not bad.
Anyways, team.
And for all you guys that like dress up, that sounds like it's your kettle of fish.
Yes, definitely. Love a good dress up.
A booze.
Okay,
oh my God,
let's organise this. Let's make this happen. We're going to chat about this again tomorrow with more ideas, more games.
Yeah, let's flesh it out tomorrow. Like it. Thank you very much.
Definitely. Have a good Tuesday, team.
Adios.
Adios.